Hey guys, Kellen again with Droid Life, and this time we're going to look at the screen protector, tempered glass screen protector I should say, that you've probably all been waiting for, and that's the one for the Galaxy Nexus. Okay, so again, made by the guys at X Gear, just like the ones that did the Galaxy S3 version. You can see tempered glass. I'm a little interested to see how this one goes on, because as you all know, the Galaxy S3 has a slightly curved display, so I know that other companies I talked to were avoiding doing this for this device because of that curved display. So the X Gear guys apparently think they're able to do it. So I haven't put this on yet. Actually, I'm gonna have to do that after I get off camera here. But you can see they've got cutouts for the notification light down at the bottom, front camera, speakers, sensors, and all that stuff. And then of course the screen. But again, this is a full-on screen protector. This isn't just one that goes, you know, just around the screen. This covers up the whole front of the device. So I'm gonna try to put this thing on as carefully as possible. And we're gonna see how it does against this curved display of the Galaxy Nexus. All right, so after a little behind the scenes magic, the screen protector, tempered glass screen protector is now in place. There it is. So it does change the look a little bit of the device, right? Now you have this sort of clear glass hole so that the notification light can shine through. And then you have, you know, sort of a different look up top. It just doesn't look so flush and invisible. You know, the notification light is essentially invisible on the device until you put a screen protector, then you know where it is. Anyway, the big deal here is because the device is curved, right? So over time, the only thing you're probably gonna have to worry about is this gonna lift up right here? You know, the device, it being glass, it probably wants to be flat, and it's going to try to probably pull away from there. So X Gear obviously thinks they can do it without having it pull away. No other accessory maker has wanted to go this route, but these guys think they can do it, so hopefully they can. You know, we'll have to leave this on for a while to see over time if that's going to pull away or not. So anyway, let's take a look up top here. You can see there's definitely now a little ridge. So you got a little ridge that goes all the way around the edge of the device. And then we get down the bottom here, you can definitely see it. Not much though. I will say that this feels a lot more flush than the Galaxy S3's. You definitely can't really tell that it's there. I mean, it's sort of a little bit sharper than your device normally would be. Obviously it's not going to cut your hand or anything, but it definitely feels a little more flush. So, and it's like this all the way around the device. Okay, so it fits on there nicely. Again, it does change the front look a little bit. It definitely has the little, you know, clear glass hole there, but otherwise it fits on there pretty nicely so far. But then we need to talk about sensitivity, scratch test, glare, all that stuff, right? So let's go ahead and unlock. So let's see if it follows my finger. So it follows my finger pretty well. I've been using this for a little bit actually, just to make sure it tested it. So definitely no stuttering or anything going on there. And it feels nice. Like one of my things with screen protectors, other screen protectors that aren't this tempered glass, they just feel weird. To me, it's almost like scratching a chalkboard. It just feels weird on my finger. But this thing actually just feels like a normal display. If we go ahead and go into the app drawer, you can see we can buzz around. Everything just seems to fly. There's no hesitation. I'm not gonna lie, when I first filmed this video, I was having issues by pressing the home button, and there was like this stutter. It was like it wasn't registering every time I pressed that. Now it appears to be pressing that just fine, and there's no, like I would tap it 3 or 4 times and 2 out of the 4 or 2 out of the 5 wouldn't register. It seems to be doing just fine now. So that was obviously an OS thing, or maybe, you know, the screen protector's laid down better over time and now it feels fine on there. So anyway, I'm having no sensitivity issues. You can see we can go in here and scroll around. You know, I'm not having any issues there. If we go ahead and look at viewing angles, so if we start tilting, you get to about there. So I would say it even goes a little bit better. The viewing angle almost seems to be better than the Galaxy S3's was. I can definitely view everything going on there. So viewing angle seems to be good. It's definitely not the ultimate fingerprint machine, but it definitely, let's see if I can get you any on there. Actually, it doesn't really show that there's that many on there. So I'm not getting a lot of fingerprints, which is always good. Being glass and not that weird filmy stuff, you can actually clean it off much easier, just like you would your normal display. So I definitely like that. I'm not getting a lot of glare, although, you know, I've got some reflections going on in here that you can obviously see. Nothing that's totally driving me nuts. Sorry, I was just doing another look there without under the camera. I'm gonna go outside just like I will the Galaxy S3 and see how they perform out there. We'll report on that in the actual post itself. But so far, you know, all this touch sensitivity, all this stuff seems to be doing really well. So I'm not having any issues there. So let's do a quick scratch test and see how that goes. All right, so I'll pull out my trusty keys here. Here is that crazy shark tooth one we tried on the Galaxy S3, and we'll just start scratching away. Get some teeth on there. And yeah, nothing. No scratches whatsoever. Okay. I did find another key that was equally as sharp. Here we go. So this one just got a little more lines there, so. Oh yeah, that's the one. Can you hear that? Sounds like it should be doing damage, right? Let's even do some weird scratches and pounds on it. And let's take a look. Nothing. Clean. Okay, so I would say it passed the at least the key test. Obviously, if you took some sandpaper to it, it'd probably scratch it, but I would assume pulling it in and out of your pocket, you're gonna be fine. If your keys brush it in your purse or backpack or something, should be just fine. The only other thing I wanna talk about is, and you probably can't see this on camera whatsoever, but in your naked eye will be able to see this, and it just makes it, since you're adding this extra layer of screen on here, it almost gives this like 3D look. Actually, it just makes it look like the screen itself is further away from you. So it makes the on-screen buttons and all this stuff just seem like it's in the background a little bit. I know that's sort of hard to explain, but they just don't feel like they're at the very tip of the screen like you would normally like them. So if you can get used to that, them being sort of in the background, you should be just fine. But anyways, this is the X-Gear tempered glass screen protector for the Galaxy Nexus. So far, so good. The only problems I'm worried about is down the road. Are we going to run into an issue right here? Is this going to start lifting up? They obviously think they can do it and it won't lift up, but only time will tell on that one. So anyway, we're Droid Life.